So right here, Mrs. Taylor again uses her sexuality to get on the show. So this is the same woman who says that women don't need men to elevate themselves. They can do it themselves, blah, 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 blah. But yet now she's featured in a lawsuit allegedly using her sexuality to get onto shows and things like that. And if you read the specific details, like right here, it says, let's see, a few months after meeting at Mr. Acho at lunch, Mrs. I'll not say that, noticed him in the hallway while at work. She later asked Mrs. Taylor if Mr. Acho also worked at Fox. Ms. Taylor confirmed and explained that she wanted him to eventually recommend her for the show Speak for Yourself. She became alarmed and warned Ms. Taylor that she should not sleep with Mr. Dixon and Mr. Acho at the same time, as Mr. Dixon is a very powerful man that may become very angry. Ms. Taylor told her not to worry about it. She explained that that she was also now powerful, and once Mr. Dixon was no longer useful to her, she would follow through on her plan to tell the company that he forced himself on her. She would not allow herself to be forced out by Mr. Dixon like women talent. So she's admitting to this other person allegedly that she would accuse this executive of sexual assault when he was done, when the relationship was done. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And of course, this is this is Acho like welcoming her in. Listen to this shit.
But truly, in the sports industry, I do not know anyone that is more impressive in every way, shape, or form than the one and only Joy Taylor, ladies and gentlemen.
And then right here, this is Joy Taylor. Women can exist in spaces with men without being with them. I know, it's a wild concept. That was back in 2022. The same Joy Taylor that was sleeping with everybody at the company apparently said this. Oh my goodness. Wait, so Joy Taylor was just letting any and everybody at Fox Sports clap them cheeks? It's so good, man. It's so good. Right here. So this is his video that he posted, and then as soon as the lawsuit dropped, the post has been deleted. Post is no longer found. What is this?
You are not the same person you were 10 years ago. You are not the same person you were 20 years ago. I'm not the same person I was last year. If everything that we do, even though we are in the public light, is scrutinized and picked apart, and all of our actions day in and day out, it may look like we are the ones who are constantly wrong. There's lots of nuanced situations. And guess what? People change. You are not the same.
Oh, God. Just excuses after excuses after excuses. Absolutely insane. So, yeah, right here, Colin Cowherd just shows up to work, blasts his shitty football takes, and then goes home to his faithfully to his wife, a true legend. That's true. Although, again, you did have this one from Colin Cowherd, which will never get old.
Between Tampa and Los Angeles, it's like we've got all. I mean, two cities have glommed all the championships and players.
This thing is the funniest shit ever, dude. So I know a lot of you don't follow sports or whatever, but this is more about those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. You have so many of these people in sports media that are constantly like preaching and talking down to you and telling you that you're a terrible person and you're a horrible person. And they basically pretend to be the moral superiority to everything. All right. And this is the big problem I have. I don't care if people are sleeping around at work and having relationships. I do care that this woman's claiming that she's going to falsely accuse a dude that she's sleeping with of sexual assault, which is a huge problem across the board that is happening. I care about that. I don't care that people are just hooking up and doing whatever. It's not my business. I don't care. But when these people are constantly preaching and talking down to everyday Americans all the time, those that preach the loudest have the most to hide all day long. In fact, This is from ESPN right here just 2 days ago.
Legislation happening in Florida and across other states as well that are targeting our LGBTQI plus communities. Many of our colleagues here at ESPN have planned and organized a walkout that will be happening at 3 p.m. Eastern today. And to be honest with you, we thought we were going to come here today and really celebrate a sport that has meant so much and done so much, including for so many in the LGBTQI plus communities. But we understand the gravity of this legislation and also how it is affecting so many families across this country. And because of that, our allyship is going to take a front seat. And with that, we're going to pause in solidarity.
Shut the fuck up. This is why all of these people that are getting memed on right now, all of these people in sports media that are getting memed on, they deserve it. They deserve it. I have no sympathy for any of these people because they're horrible. And all they're doing is projecting. They're projecting because they have so many skeletons in the closet and they all want to sit there and lash out at the audience because they have so much to hide. It's the audience's fault. It's your fault. You have to support us. And if you don't support us, it's just nonsense. I'm just telling you, it's basic common sense. All right. Basic common sense. You never blame the audience for anything. You are the person in front of the camera. You are the person that is controlling what you're saying. And when you're constantly talking down to people and preaching from a moral superiority standpoint, you're the one that has a lot to hide. Nobody's watching TV or sports media to be preached to. Nobody. They're here to listen to you talk about what's going on in sports. That's it. Nobody gives a shit about your personal lives, your personal opinions, or anything else because you're not that fucking important. And this is the problem with so many people in the media is that they think that they are the story. No one gives a fuck about you. No one. They care about the thing that you're supposed to be paid to talk about because you as an individual are not interesting. It's the same as Hollywood actors. It's the same as all of these people. You are not important. We want you to pretend to be someone else. That's why we are interested in you, not for your own opinions, because you as a human being are not interesting. When will they ever learn this? Probably never. But I am so glad that the sports media is on full blast right now, and they're getting exposed for all of the bullshit that's going on right there. Those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. It will always be something that's true. So I'm having a lot of fun following all of that.